Welcome back to Gamer's Graveyard. Young Mothman here, and today we're talking about Voin. But you're probably asking yourself, what's a Voin? Voin means warrior or soldier in Slavic. At least, I think it does from the info I can gather. In Voin, you play as a lightning warrior controlled by a powerful being, tasked with exterminating plague-ridden creatures. This game is a wickedly brutal, fast-paced, gory, dark fantasy hack-and-slash roguelike with extraction elements. Note that I said roguelite and not roguelike. In a roguelite, you gain lasting bonuses and have slightly more RPG-esque leveling, whereas in a true roguelike, every run is entirely new and fresh. You know when you play a game and it makes you feel like a badass? Well, this game gives you that, and then some. Created by a single developer named Nikita Sozidar, Voin has been in early access since its release a little over a year ago. Since then, the lone developer has implemented a plethora of updates, which includes new enemy types, new environments, improved animations, reworked maps and difficulty settings. And you can pick this game up on Steam for $19.99, or you can find it on sale for a bit cheaper. The core of Voin is defined by its repetitive yet deeply rewarding gameplay loop. You are consistently thrust into dangerous, procedurally generated environments with the singular goal of survival, enemy elimination, and resource extraction. The primary activity is brutal, fast-paced combat, and as you successfully slay enemies, ranging from common fodder to challenging mini-bosses, you accumulate E-Core, the game's essential currency. E-Core is used outside of a run to permanently level up weapons, customize loadouts, and purchase permanent passive upgrades, hence the light aspect of the roguelite design. The extraction mechanic introduces the crucial risk-reward element that distinguishes Voin from pure hack-and-slash games. All E-Core accumulated during a run is lost upon death. The entire run's progress hinges on the player's decision of when to cash out. The deeper you delve, the greater potential E-Core yield, but the higher the chances of encountering overwhelming forces and losing everything. This creates intense moments of decision-making. Do you push for one more room and get some more gains, or do you retreat now and secure your current haul? A nice feature of this mechanic is simply looking up to the sky and asking to return back, thus successfully extracting. While the runs are temporary, your character is not. Progression is permanent, ensuring that even failed runs somewhat contribute to your overall power. Weapons and gear pieces are unlocked via random drops from slaying disgusting humanoid creatures. This system allows for significant build variety, letting players shift between high-risk glass cannon melee builds or more defensive elemental focus builds run to run. This layer of persistent customization fuels the desire to jump back into the loop immediately after a successful extraction or a devastating loss. And that pretty much sums up the bulk of it, but there is some exploration and looting factored in. The combat in Voin is undeniably the focal point. True to its hack-and-slash description, it's visceral, fast-paced, and utterly merciless. The core combat mechanic revolves around a parry, deflect, dodge system, combined with utilizing a variety of base swings and special attacks. There's a huge weapon variety, with unique special abilities tethered to each one. Certain weapons and gear introduced elemental effects, which can slow, stun, or deal damage over time, adding a strategic layer to loadout customization. Success in combat often hinges on quick reaction times, timing your parries and dodges perfectly. Successful parry-dodge leaves enemies open for a brief counterattack window. Despite the speed, every swing and smash feels impactful. The sound design and the satisfying, often gory dismembering effects really emphasize the brutal nature of the dark fantasy setting. The movement is fluid, and you can zip around the map with ease. The combination of fast enemy behavior, overwhelming numbers, and the necessity of precise defense means the combat can be quite challenging. It's fairly easy to pick up, but the difficulty can be tweaked to your exact desired preferences. Personally, I prefer when games force you into a difficulty setting, leaving no room for customizing. Overall, the combat in this game doesn't leave much to be desired, and you can get pretty creative with your builds. Voin's visual design perfectly complements its brutal gameplay and dark fantasy theme. The game employs a distinct aesthetic that blends high contrast lighting with a desaturated color palette, creating a perpetually oppressive atmosphere. Voin sacrifices high fidelity for a more refined atmosphere and upscaled performance. Dominant colors are deep blacks, earth tones, and crimson splashes, emphasizing the grime and gore of the world. Desaturation helps make the moments of light, like the glow of lightning or a flaming blade, stand out more dramatically. The lighting is heavy on volumetric fog and deep shadows, which not only enhances the atmosphere but also plays into the sense of danger. Character models possess a heavy, almost sculpted look, with enemies ranging from grotesquely mutated humanoids to hulking, armored nightmares. This design choice reinforces the visceral nature of the combat, making the dismemberment and impact feel more pronounced and satisfyingly chunky. Despite the intensity of the gore and the dense environments, the game runs very smoothly, a testament to the solo developer's optimization efforts in balancing style with performance. Voin is an impressive achievement, particularly coming from a solo developer. It successfully melds the high-octane brutality of a dark fantasy hack-and-slash with the compelling risk-reward structure of an extraction roguelite. The core combat is polished, visceral, and demanding, anchored by a satisfying parry-strike-dodge system that ensures engagement remains tactical even amidst the chaos. While the visual style might sacrifice graphical fidelity for a more gritty, atmospheric aesthetic and smooth performance, it perfectly suits the relentlessly dark tone. The E-Core extraction mechanic is the heart of its replayability, constantly forcing players to weigh current gains against future risk. If you can appreciate a high skill ceiling, permanent progression that rewards grinding, in a game that doesn't pull its punches on difficulty or atmosphere, Voin is an easy recommendation. It's a vicious, compelling loop that will keep you coming back for just one more run, even after a devastating E4 wiping loss.